Hi everyone. Just a quick one today. What I'm doing today is a little story about me and my cellmate Lee Richardson from Deptford in southeast London. Now, this was about the last time I'd been in prison for any sort of amount of time. I was away for about a year on remand, I think virtually a year it was, in 2003, 4 maybe it was. So about 20 years ago, nearly, and I was in a double cell in Highdown. There at this time there was a lot of overcrowding. So in there, the doubles sometimes had three people in the cells. Sometimes four. It was really overcrowded and that. But in my cell at this time, it was just the two of us, me and Lee Richardson. And like I say, we was both using the brown in there, the heroin, and I think I'd been getting visits and he'd got visits and that, and we were sorting each other out and stuff. And Lee was just doing, I think he was doing 6 months or whatever he was doing, I can't remember, but he was in his last few months. I was up at CCC, which is the Central Criminal Court, the Old Bailey, for a charge. And I will do a video about that. That was for aggravated burglary, so I was in a lot of trouble. So yeah, using the heroin in there, it's taking the stress off my mind and stuff. So like I say, he was getting released, and he weren't a bullshitter. This guy, he weren't one of those people that say, yeah, when I get out, I'll be up the next day, or I'll be coming to visit you regular, and all this sort of stuff. He said to me, look, Sean, I'm not coming to visit you, but what I can do for you, the day I get out, I'm going to go and buy some brown. I'm going to go and score, and I'll put a little bit in a little wrap for you and hide it in an envelope and send it into the prison for you. We call it delivery, special delivery, or whatever. But as in prison they got X-ray machines and all that, but a lot of stuff does still get through in the post. So the reason he was doing it, or we would do it, we called it special delivery. I mean, is because in prison when you got a special delivery and it was signed for back then, they had to come and get you, or they come and got you, and it was like an auxiliary screw, the post that dealt with the post. This lady, she'd bring you the mail and you'd sign for it, and they'd look when you opened the parcel, to make sure you weren't smuggling anything in. Because back then you could have tobacco sent in and all that sort of stuff. But they used to X-ray that. So this time it's just a flat brown letter, like an envelope, uh, with not bulky or anything. And like I say, it's only meant to be like a little bit of brown sent in, a little bit of heroin in a wrap. So I wasn't sure how he was going to do it, but I had an idea. He was, going to make a secret compartment in there and send it, which is what he did. So the screw come up to the cell and said, "Oh, you've got mail down there. Go down to the ones." Used to go down to the ones where the bubble was. Like the office on the ground floor. And they bring the post there. So I've got called out for this, and it's the woman postwoman. She's an auxiliary. You know, and what I did find weird that when I um when I was opening it, there was a PO standing there. A principal officer screw. So I thought that's a bit unusual. Because they do read your mail and stuff and listen to your phone calls. So that's what a lot of people seem to forget when you're in there. Everything's like recorded. You know, especially if you're on a serious charge, they look at everything. So I thought, well, this guy's here, the PO's here. You know, to see if there's anything in there. So he can catch me in the act. And I'm just playing it cool. Saying when the lady's saying, all right, you got to sign for this. And then they open it, I'm playing it all cool, and yeah, Gov, thanks, Gov, and all that. So she's opening this letter, and it's just got one bit of paper in it with a few words on it, and a brown envelope. And it does appear to be that there's nothing else in it. So basically, I've got that, thinking my heart was going a little bit. thinking they might pull the envelope apart, you know, start looking under the flaps inside the envelope, which is where it was, you know, and luckily they didn't. So yeah, I've got away with that. And then basically, I really needed this as well, because I don't think I'd had anything for a few days and I was feeling pretty down and a bit sick. So basically, yeah, it came through, and I went back to my cell on the twos, and I think it was house block 2 as well, the wing I was on, and looked inside the envelope, and just at the bottom there, you know, there's a little flap where how the envelope's made, you know, and glued down. He's obviously put a little bit in there, you know, for me in a Rizzler, and then stuck it down, you know, and there was about a tenner bag, street bag, you know, which is not a lot, but when you're in there it is, and you really need it. And you know, and it just sort of restored my faith in humanity, all that, you know, where, you know, I've had so many people say, yeah, they're going to come up and visit you and sort you out and all that, and they just don't. You know, talk is cheap, so to speak, you know. But you know, good old Lee, he came through, you know, and I didn't hear nothing from him after that, but that's what he promised me, just one thing, you know. He didn't say he was going to come and visit, you know, because if I had £1 for everyone that said they was going to come and visit me and bring me stuff in or send me something in, you know, a lot of people say it, you know, especially if you're not going to see him again. But me, I like to think I'm a man of my word. You know, if I say something, I'll go out of my way to do it. And as you know from my other videos, I have done a lot of prison visiting. And, you know, I've visited quite a few prisons, especially after I finished my sentences. You know, I used to come out and then go back and see friends and that, you know. So, yeah, I've got a few stories about all that sort of stuff. So yeah, getting back to it, yeah, basically, so yeah, I've got away with that. I've got the envelope, I'm in my cell, you know, I've pulled the envelope apart, and under the little flap inside is a little bag, a little joey of heroin. And basically, yeah, after that, you know, the main thing was, at this time, about 20 years ago, they were banning all the chocolate bars in there, you know, like the Kit Kats, and all that sort of stuff that had tin foil, that had aluminium foil in there, you know, that was all banned, you know. So to make it harder for you to be able to smoke heroin, you know, if they didn't have the foil, you know. So basically what people were doing, you know, it was, and I had to do it this day, is, you know, you have to get a really, sometimes you've got foil and it's got paper on it, you know, you have to burn the paper off, you know, to get the foil, you know, without, because you can't smoke the brown if it's got like residue of paper on the bit of foil. But some of the stuff we was getting in there, the foil was so thin that you couldn't burn the paper off that was stuck to it. You had to do it another way. What we used to do, we used to just get the you know, the paper that's covered in foil as well, and soak it in warm water and soap in the sink in the cell. And this is what I did, you know. So basically I've got the foil on the paper, and I'm rubbing it with a fairy liquid and warm water in the sink, you know, and then I'm gently with tissue paper rubbing off the paper, you know. So then I've got a really small bit of foil, and then I can then smoke this nice bag that Lee Richardson's bought for me, you know, which is really nice of him. And yeah, and what I would also have to do with that, because the foil was so thin, you couldn't use a lighter to chase the dragon, or, you know, a big flame or anything, or even a lighter with a small flame. It's just too powerful. You used to have to roll up, make tapers out of toilet paper, tissue paper, you know, make a long taper, and then light that, you know, and the flame was a lot gentler, a lot softer than a lighter, and that way you'd be able to chase the dragon on this really, really thin foil, you know. So, you know, it became quite a commodity in there, you know, foil, you know, because in my book, it's the way, if you're not injecting heroin, the next best way for me to take it was to smoke it and to chase it, you know, rather than say, you know, people now, they smoke heroin like crack, they smoke it on a pipe, you know, with gauze and that, you know. And for me, I prefer to do it, you know, slowly and over a longer period of time, you know, to enjoy that, the smoking part of it a bit more, you know. So yeah, so just a quick one there, guys. Well, not that quick, 10-minute video, just to say, hope you all have a really good weekend, and all of my subscribers, I really appreciate the time you've given me, the support, you know, from watching my videos and that. So yeah, and I just want to say a quick hello to Greg, to Pricey, I've been talking to this morning, you know, Greg Price, he's got a channel, you know, check it out, guys. And yeah, just all have a good weekend, and I'll speak to you all next week, guys, or the next video, whatever comes first. Cheers.